Okay. Standard 2 is solving equations and inequalities. This one's going to take a little bit longer, just because solving has more steps. So let's start off with some equations. We'll do equations first, inequalities second. I'm not I'm confident that you guys are going to be able to do this very quickly, so I might, based on what I've seen you do in class. I am going to make it prettier though. So let's see, negative 2x plus nothing is negative 2x. Positive 9 plus negative 9 is nothing. Equal sign goes straight down. 18 minus 9 is 9. Divide both sides by negative 2. Voila. I probably should show canceling, huh? So that cancels that, and this cancels this. Here it equals 0, here it equals x, so you get 1x equals negative 4.5. Your turn. Next one. Yes, I expect it to be that neat. And on this one, if you want to type it up, you could type it up. That would be fine. As long as it looks neat. If you have handwriting issues, type it up. I'm okay with that. Next type of equation. Okay, so I'm going to need to subtract 5 on both sides. That cancels. You get negative x equals negative, oh, I got that line, negative 13. And this is really negative 1 times x, so you need to divide both sides by negative 1, like that. And this cancels this, and you get x equals 13. Number 5. 4x minus 3 equals, oops, my bad, shoot. Nope, I'm okay. This is slightly out of order. This is actually problem number 7, so we'll come back to this. Number 7. That's what happens when you ain't paying attention to the details. I'm going to leave a little bit of space. And I'm going to do the real number 5. Down here, you can't see it. Let me show you how I messed up. They look very similar. The difference is when you have variables on both or on the same side of the equation, then you combine them. Combine like terms. The only work you ever show when you combine like terms is highlighting them. So 4x and minus 6x makes negative 2x. And then now it's a normal two-step equation. Cancel. What the? This is Same spot we were at with question number 1. What the? Oh wait, slightly different. Slightly different. Cancel. X equals positive 4.5. Okay. And so notice how this one, the 4x and the minus 6x are on different sides of the equal sign. So in that situation, and you want your variables to be on the left side always, so I'm going to add 6x, add 6x, and that cancels. Get 4x plus 6x, which is 10x. You get minus 3 and nothing, which is minus 3. Equal sign goes here. That equals nothing. Minus 12 plus nothing is minus 12. And now it is a normal two-step equation. 3 by 3. Cancel. Divide both sides by 10. Cancel. Ooh, just barely enough space. X equals negative 0.9. Got lucky. Alright, so the 2 problems that you got to do are, let's go with this. Watch this bad boy. Oh, shoot. Got it. No, I don't got it. I don't got it. I definitely don't got it. It's hard to make these type of problems up on the fly. Let me just say. Bam. Now, will it work? I have no idea. I'm trying to make it so that you don't get crazy decimal answers. And let me see if I'm going to make this a negative 9. Bam. Okay. Do the math real quick. That's going to be fine. Do the math real quick. That's going to be fine. Okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And, ooh. One more equation. One more equation. I think this is question number 9, and this is an absolute value equation. 2 times the absolute value of x minus 7 equals 20. So absolute value equations have 2 answers usually. Okay. I hope it hasn't been getting blurry on you. Let me focus lock it. If the video has been bad, my apologies. Right. You cannot distribute into absolute value bars. Cannot. They're not. They're similar to parentheses, but not that similar. So the first step, you have to get rid of that 2. The only way to get rid of that 2 is divide both sides by 2. That cancels that. And you get the absolute value. I'm going to skip a line just to make it look nice. Of x minus 7 equals 10. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, you must have this step. No exceptions. I know what you're thinking. I'm picky. I'm super picky right now. Shoot. You put yourself into this predicament. So now, to get yourself out, you've got to do a few problems, but I want you to do it well. Not, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but there's a phrase, half-ass. I didn't say it, see? Didn't say it. I want you to half-ass it. I want you to do a good job. Anyways, because absolute value equations have 2 answers, this is the part the step where you split it into two separate equations. You get x minus 7 equals 10. And, yes, I better see that word and, too. X minus 7 equals negative 10. And you just solve from there. Plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. La 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 la. That cancels. X equals 17. And cancel, x equals negative 3. Those are your two answers. If you go back up to the original equation, which was 2 times the absolute value of x minus 7 equals 20, the two answers that would work are 17 and negative 3. So I'm going to check both of them. 17. You put a question mark there, and then you. This is not an equation anymore. It's when you put a question mark above an equal sign, it's called checking. So 17 minus 7 is 10. 2 times the absolute value of 10 is like 2 times 10. Does 2 times 10 equal 20? Yes, it does. Check. So I checked that one, it works, and then I'm going to check that one to make sure it works also. 2 times negative 3 minus 7, does that equal 20? Oh, with my highlighters. 17, 17. Negative 3, negative 3. Negative 3 minus 7 is negative 10. Question mark. 2 times absolute value of negative 10 is the same as 2 times positive 10. Does 2 times 10 equal 20? By the way, that's how you say this. This is actually, in math, how you write a question. Does 2 times 10 equal 20 is how you would read it. And the answer is yes, it does. Check. And check. So I checked both answers. Your turn. Just gotta do that one time, okay? I think I'll make a separate video for inequality. So 3 videos instead of a super long second video. When this uploads to YouTube, it takes a long time. If your video is long, let's go negative 24. Alright, solve it. Check make sure both of your answers work. And that is almost passing. There's one more thing, and that is solving and graphing inequalities. How many problems will there be? 1, 2, 3. There's 3 types, so maybe you might have to do 4 or 5 problems, and that's it.